Now, just for a quick show of hands, how many people here have like actually seen The Art of War by Sun Tzu? Since this is a video and I can't actually see how many have, let's just get into the topic of this TED Talk, which is privacy.
By John and Ethan.
Now, one of the most impactful moments in our history happened on the World Trade Center attacks in September 11, and the thing with it is that it had led to the establishment of the Department of Homeland Security, which had greatly impacted people's ability to have privacy, as it let the government have the ability to tap into your phones just to make sure there are no terrorist attacks.
One of the many issues we've seen today is reports showing that the DHS has been tapping into your phones illegally without a warrant, violating the Fourth Amendment right.
Now, not only are our governments listening to us through our phones, but many have also feared if our devices themselves, like our apps and applications like, let's say, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and any other social platform that there are, have been listening to our conversations. And if anyone here actually knows, whenever you talk about a product, sometimes you may get an advertisement of said product, like I have had in the past about let's say I was talking to someone about having like a specific type of headphones, and the next day it pops up without me searching up those headphones on my advertisements through like Google, or advertisements through YouTube and other sources. And the thing is that after doing research, not only do these social media devices listen to what we say, but the scarier part is that they already have more than enough information about who you are, that they don't even need to actually listen to what you are talking about to actually have a majority of the information that you think you know about.
And just to show the public opinion about all this data collection, we can see here that a majority of US adults believe that there are little to no control over the data collection. This goes for both companies and government, and this applies to many other beliefs. They believe that there is a potential risk of collecting data, that they are somewhat or very concerned about how they're going to use the data, and that they have very or little no understanding about what they do with this data. Continuing on what we were saying about the statistics regarding all the data collection, a majority of US adults believe that it is not possible to go through daily life with either the government or companies collecting data about them.
So to transition, I wanted people to understand that maybe in privacy there are other things that you may not want out there. You may not have control over what people or other people see. Just like if you had a picture like this one, which is Dawson's dad, that you don't want in public, maybe it's best that our privacy needs to be valued more. We don't want these types of pictures. Unless Dawson's dad really did want them, which now that you mention it, you may probably be wondering how I have this picture, but that doesn't matter, okay? What really matters is that these pictures, these are vital to you, and maybe you don't want them out there, and you could lose that type of privacy.
And another major player in privacy's history is Edward Snowden. He was known to have leaked very top secret classified files from the National Security Agency, revealing that the government is capable and does tap into your phones, listening to your calls, all without your consent.
Now, this is one of our favorite quotes that he has ever said, which is, "Even if you're not doing anything wrong, you are being watched and recorded." An important question that we should all ask ourselves is, have we given up too much? Now, how can we actually change this, where we make our lives better and have a more private life? Well, we have come up with a couple of ideas that we could pursue in the future and make sure that our lives are more private and we don't get pried on by the governments or companies such as like social media apps. And some of the ways that we've come up with is such as protests, where we can protest on either online or in person. We also have boycotting social media apps. If you can boycott a social media app, you can tell them and make them change the things they have. And we can also elect new officials that are pursuing changes in privacy. Because in our government, electing officials is the way we can actually make a change. And without our vote, there sometimes won't be a change because no one wants to actually have the change. No one is supporting it. That's why we need elected officials. And our last idea that we came up with is joining existing or creating interest groups, which can help our society as we all band together for these types of groups and make sure that we have a private life